it feels almost like you're living a double life, like, because if you tell your friends and then your friends maybe they're mad at you, then they're like, oh, then you tell everyone, and then next thing you know, like, that you call your names like wetback and this and that and like spit, you name it. Well, my name is Ivan Vasquez, and I work for the Farmworker Association of Florida. I'm the agroecology organizer, which basically we grow produce for the community members without using any pesticides, chemicals, uh, and without using any chemical fertilizer. So it's all organic, non-GMO. And my story, it's before DACA was like pretty uncertain because I wasn't sure like about my future. I didn't have many opportunities, there was a lot of struggle, but I never really gave up because I knew like that I just needed to continue to to push forward and like to better myself. While I was in high school, like I knew that I was gonna graduate within 2 years. So what I decided to do was to do dual enrollment while I was in school because I know that was doable because they wouldn't ask me for a social. I went to a culinary school while I was in high school. I graduated high school and I graduated culinary program at the same time. But then after that, then I wanted to pursue higher education, and I knew that wasn't possible because of, all the barriers and the requirements. Even though I had education and I had like training, I couldn't really get the job that I wanted because of my status. So I had to always get like low paying jobs or maybe getting paid under the table. And because they know your status, you always get taken advantage of, you know. Sometimes you don't even get paid at all. And what can you say? That's pretty much where my life was all about before receiving DACA. And after I received DACA, I was able to obtain a driver's license, which was a blessing, and I was able to get a better paying job. So because of that, I was able to work at one of the best restaurants in Orlando. It was a fine dining restaurant. It was 4 Diamond. I kind of wanted to do something else with my life, so I decided to enroll in school. I decided to go for nutrition because I remember back when I was in school, I really enjoyed the nutrition and course that I took. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm in school. I just received a scholarship that's going to cover 100% my tuition. I'm going to plan to apply for another scholarship to transfer to UF. But it's been a constant battle, having to like overcome obstacles and going over people. But now with this administration that, I was really afraid that, the 45th president would get elected, and he did. And one of his promises that he said he was gonna terminate DACA at the first day. So I was really scared, and I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen to my future because of one person can change my life so drastically. He didn't terminate it, so he kept it because he said he has a big heart, which I don't necessarily agree. I don't think that's true. But now that there's 10 state attorney generals that are going after DACA, some other dreamers, or that's what we're referred as, or also DACA recipients, we're organizing ourselves and we're going after politicians and all those people empowered to, to basically just tell a story and let them know that we're here to stay and we can really make an impact in our communities. Next week on Thursday, I'll be going to Texas to a hunger strike. So basically, I won't be eating for 4 days. I'm not really looking for not eating, but if I have to do it, I'll do it. Just because I want to make my point heard. 800,000 recipients that their life can be changed overnight. Well, one important thing to mention is that DACA recipients were brought here to the U.S. as kids, and we have no fault of our own. Our parents were the ones that took decision upon themselves to bring us to this country, and it's just not. We didn't decide to come here. I mean, we are here now, but we grew up in this nation, and we call this country our country, and we're just as Americans as all those who were born here. The only difference is that we just don't have a document.